All right, I tell you, say we get the casual guests in the house. We go tell you, the men where they out there, the role where you need to play when your woman gets belly. We're talking about the pregnant man today. And we get this casual guest inside the house. She is an international trained, dual qualified, experienced, and passionate healthcare professional, where they work hard for inside Wobodo, Nigeria, to reduce the maternal and neonatal mortality and morbidity rates by 2025. And how they do this one? They actually carve a clear and definite pathway to access primary healthcare facilities and health education for inside Wobodo, Nigeria. Now, apart from that, I actually follow her online, and I see her name online now, the midwife, Tolu the midwife. Join me, welcome, yes. Tolu Adeleke Aire inside the house. Good to have you, Tolu. Very good to have you. And we also get another casual guest. We join body with him. Him now also the founding principal of New Lagos Dad. This one a movement where they don't put on ground because they get passion to help new papas them through the challenging period of expecting a new baby. And John, may welcome Jesutola Ajao. Good to have you too.
Good morning.
All right, I actually like the things they actually do to educate new dads, especially first-time dads, on the things where they need to know when their woman get belly. First of all, there's this perception, say, if a woman get belly, now on cross, she has to face it. The man, all he needs to do now to support. If you want Gary, I will give you Gary. If you want beans, I will give you beans. So I will just support you. Is this perception wrong?
Yes. Sorry. I think there's more to having a baby than just financial.
Okay.
In that the woman is going through, like our bodies go through all these things. So the man also needs to know what her body is going through, how he can support her. And what we were saying earlier, what I was saying to Jesutola was, it's almost like the man gets neglected. Once they are having a baby, everything becomes about the woman, and then they leave the man at the side. But once they have the baby and they go home with the baby, is it not the man that's going to support her, that's meant to look after her, even like physically, help her with her recovery, help feed her, help with the baby? But if we just think of men just as financial, how can he do all of that? Which is why we're doing these antenatal classes.
Let me speak with Jesutola, because really, some men get that impression, say, come, why I go stress myself? You want 10,000, I will give you 10,000 to take care of the baby. Now, as the convener of the First Dad Initiative, how you say they try to change this perception where a lot of men get? Okay,
firstly, our society, traditionally, nobody they tell man waiting to expect.
Exactly.
Well, when you're going to get married, nobody will tell you, say, okay, now like this, it go be you. Everybody pay attention to the woman. You have to be right. You have to do right by your husband. You have to sit this way. You have to behave this way. Nobody they talk to the man about how to do things. And also, when you're expecting a child, nobody will tell you, say, okay, this period where your wife get belly, now like this is supposed to behave. Now like this is supposed to do. Now like this is supposed to keep your money. And like this, your mind supposed day. So it's a general issue with our society, how we've been brought up. And then, so I realized these issues. And I said, okay, when I was going to have my child, I've been finding myself for a situation where I just look and say, not be me marry this woman. Why everybody attention just they shift for this woman? Nobody even they look me, what they go through. Eventually, when my son come, they completely forgot about me. And like I say, I just walk out for hours like ghost. Nobody they see me, you know. And that thing affects me for a very long time. I mean, they try to recover, they put things in place and all. And I realized that there are quite a lot of people out there who are having these similar issues. You know, that thing be the cause wahala for between man and woman for house. And also the health related issues, because at that time, the man is prone to withdraw, probably end up sitting in the bar, not coming home on time, because he knows when he come out, nobody look inside. You understand? So we've been on the look this issue, and then we talked about, okay, let's discuss as men. Make I talk my issue, what they go through. Can't relate now with your own issue. Can't see the balance where all of us we get for this issue. Now, so we take start in Lagos start.
I actually like that. And then let me speak to Tolu now. Now, you just talk something. Say, once the baby come, all attention, they shift from arm to the baby. Now, as person where they actually educate a lot of first-time moms, you don't ever encounter stories like this, and how you think they actually train the woman or educate them, say, come, even though the baby sit there around, you need to still give attention to your husband.
Well, we educate the women, but there's only so much you can tell the women, because, you know, like when they are experiencing all these things, they're just thinking, I need to feed my baby, I need to sleep, I'm tired, I'm in pain. Everything goes out of the window, like they forget everything. But that's why we're trying to bring the men in. So if the men know what to expect, then they know this and this is happening. Okay, it's normal. Let me just bear with her. Let me just support her. Let me give her all the best I can give her, so that we can just pass through this phase and move on to the next phase. So we tell the women, but when things are actually happening, it's a different story. So let's bring the men on board.
I like the fact that you actually tell the women, and now time for us to bring the men on board. Bringing the men on board now. Will they get problems with men being present during the pregnancy period? Now, how you actually overcome that problem, especially being present for the woman during the pregnancy period?
The way where I grew up.
Okay.
And I grew up in the vicarage. My father and I reverend. So now, like I say, I grew up for community people, and you understand. So I did see a lot of these things where they go bring matter come. This man know whom they show. They know whom they see him. When the woman go hospital, then they find husband, they no see him. And also, because of the nature of job where they do, they go hospital sometimes, they see women, they get issues where their husband no dey. You understand? So before I marry, I don't talk and say, anytime I marry you, and my wife won't get belly, I must to know what thing they happen. Because issues where women go just die because their husband no dey for hospital. And we can't see them say, okay, what we go do? More begin to talk to men about them. Say, you have to be present. You have to understand how this thing works. Parenting is not just a woman. It's old story where you say you just leave parenting to the woman alone. You must be present as a man. Because a lot of times when a man is present, it helps greatly. It helps the woman to recover on time. You get? So we don't they talk about this matter. They follow people talk. And then you must also show by example. So all through the time my wife was pregnant, she will come back from antenatal, we'll talk about it. When they say make her come, I would not go first reach. All the songs where they sing, they help them, they lead them. So now just to show, say, okay, we can actually change the world. We can actually change perceptions. We can actually change a lot of things about pregnancy and how to handle newborn babies. Daddies, Papa must be involved 100%. It will help our society.
You know what, I don't actually interact with a lot of men, and some of them, they come outside and talk. So the reason why they support their woman or they present during the pregnancy period, now because there's some of the irritating things where the woman they do, they're not actually keep up with them. Some women they vomit, some they spit, some they very irritated easily, So when we come back after this break, we'll talk about that, and also talk about the busy schedule of men too, and how they feel actually balance them, because truly, a man is working to provide for the family, so how you go take actually provide them. We still get the first-time mom inside the house, Tolu Lope, and then we get Jisutola inside the house, the first-time dad too. Now then the standard Gidigba for this project. But when we come back, more gist to come, but we could take headline news. All right, welcome back to your balanced diet of Teletainment. We still get two cardiac guests inside the house, and we talk about the pregnant man. Yes, not be only woman get belle, even man too suppose get belle. And we try to change the narrative for inside Obodo, Nigeria. And we still get Tolu Adeleke Aire, be the founder principal of the new Lagos Dad, and we still get Tolu Adeleke, where still are the person where they standard get about onto the first mom. Yes, the first mom project. But still, we still talk about dads and being present. Now, let's talk about, first of all, let's talk about the busy schedule of fathers. Because now fathers will come outside and talk, say, yes, I dey hear you, Tolu. You say, make I dey there for the pikin. Me, where are they busy? I dey work 2-4-7 to make sure, say, I provide for this pikin. And even the mother, how I go take the present? So how you take the change fathers and talk about this?
Well, when men sit down, make them talk man to man, we all know that no man is actually too busy to actually reach out.
Are you sure?
Yes, 100%. 100% sure.
Okay.
No man is actually too busy to make a phone call of 2-3 minutes or 1 minute or 50 seconds. No man is actually too busy to do important things, in quote. You get? Okay. If you consider, say, your family is a very important matter to you, no matter how it go be, because if Kasala boss now, the work where you do, you go live and run go house.
Abi?
So you know necessarily make Kasala boss before you go run go house or follow your woman talk or check on the baby. Yeah, that's right. It's just important to actually know how to balance these things. I was somewhere around Makoko last year, and we just been there find out why we get plenty of these small boys where they steal phone for that Makoko area. And we can't realize, say, a lot of them, nobody say they no get parent too. But Papa no dey. So now them they try take care of Mama. You understand? And a lot of them, even where Papa did, Papa not just absential, how do they say it? He's present, but not...
You know, they even contribute, not even they do
anything. You understand? So what's not the point? The point is, if you're not there as a man, it will come back to you somehow. In the circle of life, it comes back to you. So why don't you just do all it takes to actually be present? One, to take care of your woman and take care of your baby, so you can actually have rest of mind. Because I see, say, if man is present, if he help a lot of way to curb societal vices.
I like the last part where you talk. If man is present, you will actually help to curb this badness that they see up and down, because he go train in Peking in the right way.
Yes.
Where supposed to
just leave her to the woman alone.
To just train her. Say, now woman work. Make woman train the Peking, now woman work. Me, I go just provide the money. So now they try to change that. Now make me go back to the question where I asked you before the break. Now talking about irritation. Some men go tell you, say, the reason why they actually just come out, just leave the house for my woman when she get belly, because, say, some of the things where she they do, they irritate me. Her attitude don't change. She go just vomit up and down. They spit up and down. She go just vessy up and down. So me, I go just come up for house, just leave her for house. Tell me, truthfully, you experienced this and how you take actually solve her for yourself?
I've been experiencing them. I can't realize, say, this is not just for a while. Where I want to run go self. Yeah. Now the matter, if once you tell yourself the truth as a man, you'll be able to face a lot of issues and then address it. Yes, a lot of us were different in nature, and we know if they see things the same way. But if you tell yourself the truth as a man, say, this thing way this woman they do, she know they do them like that before. Now, maybe it's not because of the picking we put for inside them, they make her do like that. Make her kukuma, for the meantime, put up with these changes in her. You understand? Right now, we've been they do counsel with the counsel a lot of men. Now, just to prepare your mind. You understand? If you prepare their mind, say, okay, when your wife get belly, because nobody been tell them before. Say, when your wife get belly, she go they spit up and down. No. Her leg go swell. She no go fine again. No. If you prepare the man before pregnancy, he is able to, be prepared to see what will eventually happen. But as you know, tell him, the thing just happened to him, boom, the guy come to look and say, hey, wow. Now, not be this girl where I marry, be this. I can't turn like this, can't spit up and down.
And also, it's both your pregnancy, even though the lady is carrying the baby physically, it's both your pregnancy.
Yes.
So anything that she's going through, technically the man should be going through it too. So I understand that he might be irritated. How do we think the women feel? Do we want to be carrying a cup around and be spitting in it everywhere, where you cannot tolerate smells, you cannot tolerate things, you're constantly spitting? No woman wants to do that. It's not dignifying. But it's the pregnancy and it's the situation. So men should learn that if she's spitting and if this is the situation, how can I help her? And find ways to overcome the irritation. And it's our pregnancy.
In one of the classes that I had with like 3 men, I asked them, Oga, if you take alcohol finish, how you dey feel the next day? He said, I go get a headache, day uneasy. Just imagine somebody did like that for 9 months. You self-think him. I can't imagine say she dey expect say make you help him. And you can't do, how do you expect her to feel? So if we as men begin to tell ourselves the actual truth, or we begin to open our eyes to see, we go to see say it is very important, because a lot of women don't die. No be now for pregnancy, women wey dey think. Of course, we had it when my wife was going to give birth. We had a woman who couldn't take her in because she had high blood pressure.
Oh, she don't think
too much, because
too much.
Eventually when I see the man, I know say the woman go think. The man just come, make them do it in the one do.
Now what do you talk?
I was pissed. So when men begin to tell themselves the truth, say, this pikin, now me put them for inside. Now my responsibility as well. She's not carrying the baby. She's not doing the plenty work. But the little I fit do, now to just be there. Small massage. The day where you go, my wife, how you they do now? All this thing works well for women. The things you say, the little things you do.
Goes very far, yes.
Very far.
Actually, I agree, because a lot of marriages are actually break up because of things like this. The man not to pay attention to the woman, and the woman in the other way to not to pay attention to the man. That one brings me to my question now with you, Tolu. You and a person where they actually, as I talk, they train first-time mom on the things where they need to expect and how to actually overcome them. Now, attention, because I don't also do for inside gathering where some women they come outside talk say after baby, the attention they shift totally. From the man, it shift to the woman. How you say they try to train women, say, come on, even though the baby still there, even though say they take care of the baby, you need to still give attention to your man. Or is it hard?
Because I've never been pregnant, and lots of women will say, well, you don't actually have a baby, so you can't
not understand
the totality of it. But pregnancy is not a disease. It's not a condition. You are carrying a baby. So even though, like I say, even though the woman's carrying it, let's do this together. So if you are discussing, whatever you're feeling, communication, I keep saying communication is so big. Whatever you're feeling, bring your partner in, bring your husband. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I'm experiencing. So it doesn't feel like you're carrying the baby by yourself. My brother recently had a baby, and even though he was very present. So he did all the antenatal classes, antenatal clinics, the scans. He did everything so that even though he's not carrying the baby, it's okay, this is how our baby's growing today. This is what you're feeling. This is the normal thing. This is not and that way, she won't feel like I'm doing this by myself. So by the time he touches her, she's irritated. He wasn't even present for this. No, he's been there. He's been doing the foot rubs and the back rubs. And they went to the clinic and the doctor said this. And she said, he said, Pelel, do you want to drink? Do you understand? So it's not like it's just her carrying the baby and then she doesn't even have that attention. If someone's showing you love and showing you affection for the whole 9 months, it's going to be very hard for you to say, I beg Jared, leave me, what's doing you, isn't it? That's the way I see it.
Well, I also see it from this view as well. I agree with you. When the process where make the baby they grow, you are present. Yeah, you understand. I'm sorry to say this. The men understand more when a doctor is trying to pass a message.
Okay.
You understand? The men then they listen well. Because at that point in time, she know even they listen. Doctor, they tell them something. She know they listen because she know they are right state of mind.
So now the men, they listen?
Men, they listen. Doctor tell you, say, hey, this woman where they see you, now like this, the level day. Now like this, the level day. The man go listen. The man go know, say, okay. Now say, maybe this woman no chop crayfish or something. I'm just making at this time. The woman says, I'm craving, I want something. The man says, my friend, I say make you no chop, no put me for a while. You know, like a partnership.
Yes.
You know, that's how it's supposed to be.
I really like what Una they actually do. So tell me about the Lagos first dads, when Una they actually meet, and how first dads, and even dads we don't get pikins them, see they struggle to actually put up with them, how they fit actually come this particular gathering. Okay,
most times we meet virtually. A lot of times we talk online. We have a WhatsApp group on Instagram. We have a community of about 5,000 dads, yes, that are asking questions. People are like the old days of old, where people don't care. Right now, things are evolving. Parenting is evolving. People are more interested in parenting. People, they don't begin to understand, say, this matter, don't be just matter what I go live for woman alone. You know, it helps greatly. I will re-emphasize, it will help our society.
So how can we join?
Okay, now on Instagram or on all social media, we do New Lagos Dad.
New Lagos
Dads. Okay. If you follow us, the first thing where you go receive now information on what would they do and how would they take drum, how would they talk. We get sessions for counseling where people feel talk, we feel sit down as men, talk about the things we be matter, cocoa matter, we be say even for men to talk he had them. But as we sit down as men, if you express yourself, say, see, what's my wife they do. Okay, for instance, I had a client, I'll say a client, who been to say, your wife know they allow to touch him after the baby come, because say she always feel say, now you put me for this condition, I don't like him. And I ask him, okay, when this woman you get carry the baby, you touch him, say, how do you fear me the baby know something no go happen to the baby? I say, now the reason now, you don't neglect them for a very long time. Our body don't move come up for your side. Women are moved by touch. You understand? So all these issues are issues that we discuss when we sit down as men to address matters. And also, we teach men how to change diapers.
They need to learn them. So you need to follow them on top New Lagos Dads for Instagram. Follow them. If you're not papa or intending papa or you never even married yet, follow them so that you will get better information at New Lagos Dads. SD for the dads. Now, if first-time mom or mothers still we don't get pikin, but they still want to get better information, how can they follow you?
So I'm on all the social media handles: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook as Tolu the Midwife.
Tolu the Midwife.
Yes.
Okay.
And for this event, for the first-time dads, for antenatal class for first-time dads, the event is actually on Eventbrite, but the link is in our bios. So you have to register for the event, which is next week Saturday.
Yes, next week Saturday, you have an event for men.
Yes.
Okay, antenatal for men.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll do all the practical workshops. So changing diapers, bathing the baby, how to even look after the umbilical cord. So we'll have practical workshops so men can actually try, and an open, non-judgmental forum where they can ask lots of questions.
So this is next week Saturday?
Next week Saturday.
So follow her on top an Instagram handle, and also follow him too, and then you will see all the details on how to actually participate for Inside This. Our handle is still Tolu the Midwife, and then follow New Lagos Dads on top Instagram. Thank you so much, Tolu.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, Jesse Tola, saying you enter inside the house. Nice. And good initiative, so just keep up with them.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To enjoy more of these our Ogbonge videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.